Okay, guys, this is called The Rollercoaster. In fact, it's a series of poems that were about the process of sadly losing my dad. Um, anyway, here it is. I hope if you go through any of this that maybe some of these words can help you, although they weren't written in that sense. They were written at the time in the pain, maybe to help me, I don't know. So they're called The Rollercoaster, but there are a number of different titles in them. Sleeve and air, nothing there, mostly sleeve and air. Not much flesh on the bone, not the forearm I remember, strong enough to push a house over, with your tattooed bird of paradise, mother, now stripped back to the barest of bones, too lean even to be Cassius for want of a hungrier look. Nothing there, only sleeve and air. The circumstance beyond us all. Coming to you as fast as circumstances beyond my control can condone. Waiting for me as long as the circumstance beyond us all gives grace. Calling for the past tense. You're not gone. Not yet. But I have to think of you not being here. Have to do a cruel fast forward, force myself to look over the precipice and feel the fear. Have to picture a world without you, where the word father will evoke memory rather than tangible reality, where for the first time, first and forever, the word dad will call for a past tense. The weather's on my side, cold, grey and cat and dogging, perfect preparation for England, drowning the gaiety of others so I don't look so out of place with this sad rain running off sullen cheeks that have suddenly forgotten how smiling feels. Cloudbound now, inside and outside the cabin window. No one sat next to me, giving me a wide berth. It's as if they know. Small hole to heaven, ripped in the unremitting grey, a thin light blue tear. Maybe that's the gate you'll go through, you're going through, have gone through. I can't manage the tenses now. There doesn't seem to be one for on the cusp of evermore, forevermore, nevermore. Just as well. Presently, I don't think I could bear to hear the sound in my own mouth or its soundless echo off the walls of eternity. Don't make me speak it, Dad. Don't make me, please. For the moment, I can barely dare to think it. God bless. God bless morphine, the only thing making your leaving bearable. Bearable for us all, for you most of all. Counting the rise and fall of your chest, wondering how many more, how many are left. Watching and wondering, wondering and watching, watching and wondering, wondering and watching. Find myself breathing to your rhythm, having to hold the hiatus between X and inhale, and hoping that after the third hope our chest will rise again. Cutting through the carapace, was about to go, say my goodbyes, ending the bedside vigil, when you cut clean through your carapace of unconsciousness, seized me and held me with your eyes as burning with life fire as ever. Thank me for coming, for being your son. Thank me from the bottom of your undiminished heart. Tried to thank you for your life, your love, my life. Tried. Wishing. What to wish for now? An impossibly improbable reversal of fortune, a buying of precious time at almost any price to stave off the ultimately inescapable, the inevitable, What should I wish for then? A good end to life, quick and dignified, rather than a slow slide out of existence? But I can't wish my dad away. How can I? 7 shades of vague, plus a Mexican wave. Eyes vacant, vague. Then a fleeting glimpse of recognition passing like the faintest of Mexican waves, only to settle back, slow and serene, into a comfortable duvet of morphine. Sometimes an expression of puzzlement ploughed and furrowed your brow, as if you were desperately, with all your remaining energy, trying to remember, to fix what your eyes were registering, to a memory just out of reach. A memory of me? This time tomorrow, you'll be gone. No doubt about it this time. You're gone already, really. Left a week ago, though it seems an age or so. A long, bad morphine dream away. So recent, my tenses aren't changing, haven't changed after 52 years in the present. To change it to the past, to was, it's too much. For you are my dad, even if you are no longer. But by this time tomorrow, the cells, the molecules, the atoms that life and love assembled and I call dad will be disaggregated, separated, and reconstituted just as a handful of dust. But perhaps not just. Sensible shoes. It came at 6:30 in the morning, the news. Sporting a sombre suit and sensible shoes. Somehow the anchor woman managed to strike the right tone, a paced delivery, not quite monotone, but measured, taking out all the natural peaks and troughs, the pauses and stops, unnervingly unnatural, but perfectly conformed to the playbook page entitled Next of Kin. It helped I'd met the newscaster, knew through conversation that she's sensitive, caring, and feeling. It's just so strange, the convention into which all have fallen, where what we would say is never quite spoken. The soul has ears. It's an hour before kickoff, a little less maybe. I'd be ringing you about now for a quick chat and a side bet. Not that you ever bet, bar the national, me neither. But we'd wager who cooks next, or who gets to bring the bottle, or go double or quits on a game of bowls. There was a time when we really were nip and tuck there, just an end in it. But the swelling at the base of your thumb meant that latterly you'd be bowling turnips, and I'd have to do what you did for a good while when I was young. Find a way of stealthily pegging back the lead I could easily have had to enjoy a bit of needle and jossying. Well, we both knew it, of course. It was just part of the changing of the guard, just part of the torch passing, unspoken and gentle between us, like the first and last kiss. Tears now. Wasn't expecting them. Welling rather than running, sighs rather than sobbing. It had only been a short call, but there were lines read between the lines and lines read beneath those. Not that there was a menu of the unsaid, so much as the saids couldn't contain our hearts. In the end, we became broadband ourselves. Your speech stolen by dysphasia. Your hands and eyes told your brave tales and fears. For if one listens, the soul has ears.